father's lightsaber. An elegant weapon for a more civilized age. He was the best star pilot in the galaxy and a cunning warrior. Father's lightsaber.
Lightsabers, the coolest weapon of all time. Well, they used to be. Before the dark times. Before... Is there a more iconic weapon than a lightsaber? It instantly tells you what universe you're in. An amazing addition by George that added to the mystique of the Jedi and the Sith. They were part of being a Jedi, so much so that we are told that building a lightsaber is one of the final steps of a Jedi's training.
I see you have constructed a new lightsaber. Your skills are complete.
They were magical, and I wanted one.
That is your first lesson. Learn it well. The Force is my lightsaber.
Well, not anymore. Not only are they not special anymore, Disney doesn't even know how they work. Let's take a look. And yes, don't worry, we will get to that throne room scene. Oh, that's shit. For a start, I'm going to jump to the one thing that gets my little George Lucas fan club blood boiling. It's a lightsaber, not a laser sword. Sorry, Last Jedi defenders, I know this fits perfectly with space wizards.
The Star Wars lightsaber.
The Force lightsaber.
Star Wars lightsaber. New Star Wars lightsaber.
Force action lightsaber.
Star Wars electronic lightsaber. The Force unleashed lightsaber.
I saw your laser sword. Only Jedis carry that kind of weapon.
I assumed little Anakin called it that because he lived on a shithole in the middle of nowhere and had heard about the Jedi and legend.
You can't really have a society unless you have a common belief system. I've lost control of Star Wars, so it's going off in a different path than what I intended.
Excuse me, I believe I asked you to put a chick in this and make her gay.
And for those who love it, I question your sanity.
It seems to be universally agreed upon that the Disney sequel trilogy was a bit of a mess. Even the sequel fans agree that the trilogy as a whole is not a coherent piece of work. This, coupled with a struggle for uniqueness and innumerable plot holes, have left a bitter taste in the mouth of fans.
You are the chosen one!
You know, it's hard for people to realize, and I'm not supposed to say this, and I wasn't supposed to say it then, but no.
It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them!
No.
Finn's going to take on Kylo, a trained Jedi? Isn't Kylo just going to...
Right!
Oh, good. Oh, no, hang on. He's going to fight it out. Just put any other Force user that is trained with a lightsaber in Kylo's place, and it's ridiculous that Finn isn't beaten instantly. But we'll ignore that for a second. I'd been on board for most of this movie, but the first real sign I had that this was a Disney movie was this. Oh, sorry, that's not really how it went. It was more like this. A lightsaber just went straight up the middle of his body and...
'Tis but a scratch. A scratch?
We have seen limbs flying off since 1977, but now you can be hit with one, somehow knocked out, question mark, and not be split in two. They actually filmed a scene where Poe had sewn up his jacket. That was the damage that was done. Look at Finn.
I don't think I'm breaking any news here. Star Wars is dead, and it has been for a long, long time. It is a zombie franchise, a corpse with its remaining limbs hooked to strings, and its puppeteer is Kathleen Kennedy and her comrades at Lucasfilm, who have systematically destroyed the most financially lucrative movie intellectual property of all time. As previously reported in multiple videos, they killed LucasArts, they killed the EU, they killed Han, Luke, and Leia in that order without putting them in a single scene together, and no, I'm never gonna let that go. And it wasn't enough for Disney Star Wars to just kill Han and Luke, they had to desecrate their characters before doing so. Little did we know at the time, they were just getting started. Over time, Kathleen Kennedy and her ilk would announce a lot of projects that never happened, hire a lot of directors that they would fire, followed by squandering what few successes they actually had, firing Gina Carano, leading to one PR nightmare after another. Simply put, Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm have taken one of the most beloved film franchises of all time and reduced it to a simple category on a streaming service that's lost billions of dollars and millions of subscribers.